military, you don't know me no how. If you feel it, you ain't even gotta know how. How we made it this far, I don't even know how. I just handle shit the best way that I know how. Fuck whoever hating, they don't know me no how. They can't do it like we do it, they don't know how. How we made it this far, I don't even know how.
Goofy-ass cat is trying to get in there.
Wake up and lace up my sneakers, I'm always dressed to kill. Each time I speak, I'm at peak to bring me some extra ears. Feel it in my soul, in my sleep, I breathe till the winds get sealed. Don't go while the rest sit still, beast mode on a run all year. Work till the funds all here, can't stop till the path all clear. Slim run a sweatshop and a pet shop, cause the dogs all here. Even in the dark I appear, shine through the fall for a lift. This a headlight to a deal, they freeze, none of y'all out here. Years I've been dedicated, no stairs, I done elevated. 2-4 with the hesitation, they faked, I went up and made it. Cody, this gon' make a statement on him and ain't no debating. I see no signs of defeat while I'm on this road to greatness. Many that tried, I'm unshakable, they can't break me down. Still on location, no waiting, they gotta chase me down. One in the head, ain't no safety, cause I can't play around. That's how I get, I was built for this shit, all ready for war. Locked and loaded, they know that I've been the all ready for war. This weight of shoulder, they do never make me all ready for war. Ready whenever, cause I'm a all ready for Slim play for the keep, I ain't got a goal, I ain't finna reach everything, golf range to the tee. I done work hard now for the free 10 cent the spar, now I gotta eat, beat like a doze. I ain't got a key, still dropping flows like I got a hole in the ceiling, stepping on them every week in the middle of January, bringing heat. Nah, I ain't finna sleep, and I had hard for I had a beat. Odds had to stay steep, turned to a goat from a black sheep. Writing notes in the back seat, burn holes in the black tea. Now I'm breaking molds with a big bowl, winning pat homes with the canned cheese. But they never can pass me. I'm the best if you ask me, and progress is the last me. It's a long way to the top, but the top won't wait till you drop, and it's all one way. Taking off to the runway, touchdown on a Sunday. Many that tried, I'm unshakable, they can't break me down. Still on location, no waiting, they gotta chase me down. One in the head, ain't no safety, cause I can't play around. That's how I get, I was built for this shit, all ready for war. All ready for war. All ready for war. All ready for war.
My mama always told me I'm allergic to the fake shit. That's why I can look you in your ass and tell you ain't shit. I'm from the South, you know what I'm talking about. But she could pop it and drop it right in your bank account. I be like, fuck with your hurt, your body's out of control. Pussy wrapped in African gold. Say jewels on my chest, got my foot on your neck. Look, I don't play by mine, fuck what you say about mine. You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. And he ain't paying rent, he ain't doing shit. Now drop it to the floor and let him know that you a real bad bitch. Pick it up, look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back and now fuck what you heard, that body's out of control. Rap, diamonds and gold. And she gon' rain champagne like she just won a game. Look, I don't play about mine, what the fuck you say about mine? You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back and now pick it up. Look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back and I'ma walk it. You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture.
All right, y'all know how this goes. I ain't got no money. I'm just doing this because some people don't watch the news. I'm trying to get your head on a swivel because these people have lost their goddamn rabbit ass minds. So, yeah, let's begin. Dang it.
Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. Win. I'm on 10.
All right, y'all. How y'all doing? I went ahead and took my hair down, and I'm just doing this because it's cold as fucking hell up here. I'm not even joking. The devil couldn't make it up here. That motherfucker would freeze. Shit. I'm sitting up here. My damn heat is up to 80. That motherfucker talking about 59. Hell. I got 3 blanks. Oh, it got hotter. It got 10. It's 10 degrees. Right now, it just changed to 10 degrees. That's a hot mess. Anyways, how y'all doing? Welcome to my show. Talk on it. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and sorry. Trying to move shit around because I can never get up here. All right, let me go ahead and say hello to y'all.
Hello, motherfucker. Hi.
And
Hello.
so anyways, we're going to go ahead and start with the first story. As my homeboy had always told me, start with some tea. So check this out real quick.
And then the smoke got me.
All right, let's be honest. This ain't no Shakespearean tragedy. This is grown men still beefing over women and ego. Oh, hey, Joker, I got to show you some stuff. I have been getting everything ready for the Exodus. I have the program. Then they went and updated it, so I wanted to use the updated one. I got all the drawings and stuff. I'll show you that in a moment. But let's talk about this one here. So, these folks are wrapped in designer outfits and platinum plaques, okay? ASAP Rocky finally said what everybody already knew, but nobody wanted to say on record. I just don't fuck with him. Direct, clean, no PR fluff, no corporate approved soft wording, just vibes and honesty. Good, I'm gonna need to see it, girl. Yes. Rocky and Drake used to be cool. Let's see here now. Used to be cool. Same era, same circles, same studios, same collaborations. Hell, Drake was on the fucking Problems back in 2012. That's historical hip-hop fossil evidence at this point. But everything shifted when Rihanna entered the picture. Drake dated her. Rocky fell in love with her. Now Rocky got the family, the kids, the life, and Drake got feelings, bars, and subliminals. Well, if you stop being a fuckboy, you probably wouldn't have had this situation, now would you? Now you done had a baby with a goddamn, is she a prawn star or something? I don't know. She a big ass white lady. Anyways, let's see here now. Rocky called the whole thing WWF beef, basically saying most rap beef is scripted entertainment, wrestling energy, fake smoke, fake outrage, fake drama. But then he made it clear. This one ain't even beef. It's just disinterest. That's actually colder than beef. Yeah, it is. If a motherfucker doesn't even consider your existence, that tells you a lot. Shit. Let's see here now. Because beef means I care. Disinterest means you don't even exist emotionally. That's what I'm saying. And Rocky's bars, petty, but clean petty. First you stole my flow, so I stole your bitch. Niggas getting BBLs. Lucky we don't body shame. Damn. That's rap talk. That's ego talk. That's masculinity politics mixed with industry nonsense. But Rocky also made something clear. He's grown. He's got kids. He's got a family. He's not stuck in teenage rap rivalry energy anymore. And he called Drake out for still throwing subs at Rihanna and said straight up, that's soft. That motherfucker throwing subs at anybody who he feel can't fight back. That's what he do. That's what he does. Because at a certain age, and if you hear crinkling and stuff, one of my damn feline bodyguards is determined to ship herself off somewhere. If she can fit into it, let it be a bag, a box, or the plastic you got your water in, she will get her ass up in that shit. I think she really just wants to travel in the post office. I really do. But let me go back to this. Let's see here now. Because at a certain age, dissing a woman you used to date is just emotional immaturity wrapped in a mic. Now let's talk ASAP Ferg. That one hits different. Rocky ain't angry. He's hurt. Ferg dropped the ASAP from his name, distanced himself from the mob, rebranded, pulled away from the family structure. Rocky said it bothered him, but he's not holding grudges. I don't even remember ASAP Ferg. I remember the name, I just don't remember no songs. But anyways, that's maturity and emotional growth, intelligence. So the story here isn't rap beef, it's evolution. Who grows, who stays stuck, who builds families, who builds narratives, who matures, who monetizes mess, and honestly, the most gangster thing Rocky said wasn't a diss bar, it was, I'm bigger than the petty rap beef. Man, that's power. That's all I can say. She can come see on TV. Yeah, she can. She gonna try to ship herself probably. Cause I swear to God, I have pictures. She got her ass all up in a shopping bag. And I'm just sitting up there like, why are you in a shopping bag? And then gonna look at me silly. But anyways, let me go ahead and yeah, y'all already know what's about to happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my commercial on, and then we just gonna get into the bullshit. Lord, it's a mess. Girl, I think she gave up. I really think she gave up. I don't hear no plastic no more, but she will be back. I promise you, half of the time I leave little boxes out just for her. I don't get it. She loves boxes, and one day I think she just gonna get in one and just disappear. But anyways, check this out.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Man, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, my damn heat is up to 80, but when you look at the thermostat, that motherfucker's like 61. It had to be 61 because at 75, that motherfucker said it was 59 up in this bitch. Anyways, I even got sockets and still feel the cold. It just got a little warmer outside, 10 degrees, y'all. 10 fucking degrees. This is some bullshit here. But anyways, this is the reason why. So if you didn't prepare, your ass better prepare now, because a massive winter storm is possibly impacting 180 million people right about now. Let me translate the weather report in real language. The country's about to get its ass whooped by nature. We already getting our ass whooped by these goddamn fucking billionaires and shit. So now nature got to jump into this motherfucker. Oh, hell no. We in trouble. Anyways, the winter storm is not cute snow. It's not. I seen it, that motherfucker. I'm trying to figure out if I can call my damn doctor and say, can we just turn this into a video visit? You can tell me whatever the hell you want from the video. You ain't got to touch me, nothing. Because I don't want to go out in that shit. Anyways, this right here is grid breaking, power snapping, ice locking, infrastructure stress testing weather, okay? Over 180 million people are in the danger zone from Texas to Massachusetts, and I'm over here. That's not a storm. That's a damn migration path. God dang, we're talking snow, freezing rain, sleet, ice, dangerous cold, power outages. I wish I had a generator. Travel chaos, school closures, hospitals on generator mode. My mama got a generator, y'all. Grocery stores getting raided like a zombie movie. Man, I couldn't even get some goddamn tea. My poor kitties had to wait to get the damn backup cat food. Shit, I'm like, the fuck? Anyways, major cities in the crosshairs are Dallas, Austin, Oklahoma City, Nashville, Atlanta, Charlotte, D.C., Baltimore, Philly, New York City, Boston. That's basically half the country saying, we tired, okay? AccuWeather already warned hundreds of thousands. Many may lose power and heat for days. I ain't got the heat yet. Not hours, days, y'all. ICE don't play fair. ICE doesn't care about infrastructure. ICE takes down power lines, trees, transformers, whole neighborhood, y'all. Some areas could see 6 to 12. They said we would get 9 inches of snow in the plains, over 2 feet in parts of Appalachia, a massive ice belt from Texas through the Carolinas, which is actually more dangerous than snow. Believe me, we lost electricity for 3 damn days because of ice, not snow, fucking ice. But I was in Lake Charles at that time. Anyways, because ICE don't let you drive, ICE don't let you walk, ICE don't let emergency vehicles move, ICE traps peoples in homes. Okay, y'all? Flights already getting canceled, thousands of them, all right? Roads about to turn into ice skating rinks. Look, I had to hold on to my damn car door just to get in that bitch. My feet said, we don't know which way to go. Whoo! I had to hold on to that damn door because I was not about to bust my ass. I'm at that age where shit don't get fixed automatically. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, flights already have been getting canceled, thousands of them. Roads, yeah, I said that. And the National Weather Service is telling folks straight up, prepare now or suffer later. I have a whole thing of water, I'm telling you right now. This isn't fear mongering. This is survival in survival logistics, okay? This is charge your devices, stock your meds, fill your prescriptions, get batteries, get water, get blankets, check on the elders. I already called my mama. Check on the neighbors. Don't do unnecessary travel. That's why I'm trying to call that hospital. Don't be outside just to be outside. I know people tell you to touch grass, but you can't see the grass right now. And don't test nature like it's a TikTok challenge, because I know some of y'all are kind of, woohoo, batshit crazy. Yeah. Don't go outside trying to make a damn TikTok. You're gonna end up under the damn tree. That's all I got to say. And let's keep it real. Low income communities and black communities always get hit hardest when infrastructure fails. Slower power restorations, fewer resources, less emergency access, less support, same story, different storm. Okay. So this ain't just weather. This is a disaster preparedness and inequality exposure, all wrapped in ice and snow. Okay, y'all? Stay ready, stay warm, stay alive, please. And don't be outside trying to prove you're built different. Hypothermia don't care about confidence, okay? I done seen some goofy ass people running around in shorts and shit, and I'm just like, okay, my aunt was right. Y'all motherfuckers do not get cold. But anyways, please stay safe. This shit ain't funny. It's fucked up. It really is. But moving on, I just heard some go boom. I'm not going outside to look. I see lights blinking. They ain't getting my ass outside. Fuck that shit. Y'all probably heard about this already, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So, this shit right here is fucked up.
Emotional content.
What we know about Alex Preddy, the ICU nurse that was pew-pewed and unalived in Minneapolis. Because, I mean, seriously, this is getting ridiculous. Even the men, oh, Lord, if y'all doing that to your own, what the hell you gonna do to us? Fuck this shit. We got to go. This story matters because it exposes how fast official narratives collapse when cameras exist. I swear to God, we need a whole lot of cameras, and they don't need to belong to the government. Shit, no. Anyways, Alex Preddy, ICU nurse, lawful gun owner, and no criminal history, literally a healthcare worker, was pew-pewed and unalived by officers in South Minneapolis. Not some hardened criminal, not some long record, not some violent background. A working professional, a caregiver, and a person who saves lives. Authorities immediately tried the usual playbook: paint him as a threat, say he wanted maximum damage, build the narrative first, facts later. But Governor Tim Walz said, nah. He straight up called it lies, not miscommunication, not confusion, not ongoing investigation. He said lies. He said, thank God we have video, because cameras don't lie, angles don't lie, footage does not lie, and evidence doesn't lie. Because these motherfuckers literally telling us in our faces that's not what you saw. Motherfucker, I know what I saw. It's on video. I can rewind it. Look, frame by frame, frame by frame. Bitch, I heard how many shots were fired. That is not no accident. That's not no damn, oh, I couldn't get my finger off. Fuck that shit. That shit was meditated. Y'all just, they ain't nothing but some damn terrorists. That's what they are. They're some fucking terrorists. We got terrorists in our fucking government, okay? These dumbasses hiring just angry ass motherfuckers, all right? Angry ass, punk ass motherfuckers, by the way. Let's see here now. Let's see. And he called out the DHS narrative as nonsense, saying they tried to make it sound like officers were under attack by a whole battalion. That's propaganda language. That's fear framing. That's narrative engineering. Walls made a key point. They're telling you not to trust your eyes. That's the system in a sentence, pretty much. We live in a country where video evidence exists and authorities still try to gaslight the public, still try to flip reality, still try to rewrite events. We do not have whatever the fuck is in those motherfuckers' brain, because I know it's an illness. We don't have that shit, okay? Senility, I don't know what it is, but y'all motherfuckers, we ain't all got that shit. Anyways. Let's see here now. And authorities still trying to gaslight it, still trying to rewrite events more before investigation finishes. And this happened in a city already traumatized by police violence. State already protesting ICE shootings, and a community already on edge. And instead of accountability, people got narrative manipulation. This isn't just about one man. This is about trust. Trust in law enforcement, trust in the federal agency, trust in official statements, trust in institutions, and that trust is gone. You want to know why that trust is gone? It's because two white people have been killed, okay? Let's be real about this shit. Let's not forget Tamir Rice, huh? Let's not forget George Floyd. Let's not forget Breonna Taylor. Let's not forget all of them people, okay? All of them. They were unalived by federal motherfuckers and nothing happened. Woo! Well, we still got that jackass in jail, but you know what I'm saying. It didn't bring these motherfuckers back. But now it's one of y'all's and y'all are pissed. Oh, boy. Anyways, because when leadership has publicly says, don't believe what they're telling you, the system already failed. Walls promised justice for Minnesotans, but history tells us justice doesn't come easy, fast, or clean in cases involving the police. So the real question is not what they said, it's what the footage shows, what the investigation proves, and whether accountability actually happens. I'm starting to give up. I'm under the impression they're just going to tell us shit and it's still going to happen. And I'm just getting ready to, as soon as I can, to get I'm telling you, this is my last week of my second term in school, okay? I start again on November 2nd with some more classes. I'm trying to double these motherfuckers up because I got to hurry up and get my family the fuck up out of this bitch. Cannot do this. Anyways, I don't know what to say, because statements don't equal justice. Press conference don't equal justice. Promises don't equal justice. Outcome does. And I haven't seen very many outcomes of anything. These motherfuckers literally will hit you in the back of your head and said you didn't. No, not November, February. Girl, I don't know if I said November. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting up here looking at my window and all these lights and shit. I'm so glad I got a damn blackout curtain, because I used to work night shifts. Shit, that was horrible. Anyways, moving on, because we still got a whole bunch of motherfucking stories and a whole bunch of stupid shit happening. Oh, Lord. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one right here, but here we go. Civil rights lawyer, how a KKK law is being used to silence two black women in the Minneapolis area. What the fuck? You know what? I promise you, I just want y'all to see what actually happens if all of us just got our asses up and left. Whoo, Lord Jesus. Well, why did you say something then? God dang you. Anyways, let's be clear. This story is straight out of a dystopian playbook. Two black women, Nikema Levy Armstrong and Chantel Allen, plus veteran activist DeWoke, I'm not joking, farmer, were arrested for peaceful protest inside a church. No violence, no threats. Oh, wait, this is the wrong damn story. What are they doing? See, I had problems with this before. Is this really the right one? Because no, this isn't it. Because y'all get on my damn nerves. Okay, this is the right one. All right, anyways. No chatting and all that stuff, okay? And the federal government responded by pulling out. Okay, wait. Yeah, this is the right story. Anyways, not violence, not threats, not weapons, not intimidation. God dang you. Protest, and the federal government responded by pulling out the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871. Who the fuck? Somebody please tell me where the hell are these law books where they coming with these damn laws from fucking over 100 years ago? Shit. A law created to persecute the KKK for terrorizing newly freed black people used against black women activists. How does that work? That's historical irony so disgusting it deserves its own museum exhibit. They also invoked the FACE Act, a law meant to protect women seeking abortion and prevent violence at clinics against peace protesters. This is legal weaponization, y'all. This is the state taking civil rights law and flipping them into repression tools. Even worse, the DOJ showed up unprepared. No paperwork, no warrants, no clear charges. Judges confused, defendants confused, lawyers confused. I'm confused. They literally didn't have their shit together, but still arrested people anyways. You know something? I gotta get out this fucking country. This shit don't make no damn sense. You keep trying to teach me that 2 + 2 is 5, and I don't want to hear it. Then, when a judge ordered release, the DOJ appealed immediately just to keep them locked up overnight. That's punishment before conviction, intimidation through process, and state power as a psychological warfare. And let's not miss the symbolism. High-profile black women activists, public arrests, perp walks, photo ops. This is messaging, deterrence, and it's don't speak up or you're next. Fuck you. And the irony is vicious. Laws meant to protect black people from white supremacy now being used to silence black resistance. First of all, y'all some brave motherfuckers, because I told y'all I'm still sitting my ass out of this shit. But anyways, but here's the part they always forget. Black resistance doesn't die. It adapts, it reorganizes, it evolves, it learns the system, it survives the system, it outlives the system. These women didn't embarrass themselves. The government embarrassed itself. Because when your state power is scared of chance and questions, your authority is already weak. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers. I can't wait to vote. That's all I gotta say. I can't wait to fucking vote. Because this shit right here is ridiculous. And we got to do something about this shit. That's all I got to say. And if you don't vote, you better not tell me, because I don't want shit to do with you afterwards, okay? You best not tell me you didn't vote. Because this shit right here is just ignorant on ignorant on ignorant, okay? This is ignorant on top of ignorant on top of ignorant. I don't know what else to tell you. God. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. They can't scare me. They can't do shit for me. They can't do shit to stop me. But anyways, let me finish what I was saying. Anyways, they trying to control us. And before I forget, this same administration removed protections that kept ICE out of churches. So spare us the holy water conspiracy, hypocrisy, because they're saying they're trying to protect churches, and they're saying it's religious persecution. It's not religious persecution. You got a demon in your church. What the hell you expect? We never should have been in this mess. No, we shouldn't. The hell? We shouldn't be in none of this bullshit. Just like that dude that sat up there and protected that goddamn racist. The man sat up there and said he was going to tell y'all about yourselves. Every other race sitting up there trying to get their hands on him. This one black motherfucker sitting up there being a damn border for him. Give me a break. This motherfucker would take you out the minute they get. And you sitting your dumb ass up there protecting them. You know what Einstein said? Insanity is doing the same motherfucking thing and expecting different results. Damn, y'all stupid. Anyways, then they arrested actual activists Nikema Armstrong, Chantel Allen, and DeWolk Farmer while Don Lemon walked free. And then the White House did something nasty. They posted a digitally altered image of Armstrong's arrest, darkened her skin, exaggerated her expression, turned a real moment into propaganda content. This is a sick ass thing we got. You tell me. Let me see. Okay, that's the fool still called him in after saving him. That's what I'm saying. They didn't even deny it. They called it memes. They made memes of the goddamn woman. So now the federal government is using AI altered images to shape public perception of black women activists. Man, y'all getting on my motherfucking truth. This isn't about the church. It ain't about faith. It ain't about law or order. It's about silencing dissent, criminalizing protest, deterring resistance, and making examples out of people. But history is clear. Every time power tries to crush protest, it exposes fear, it overreaches. Every time the state panics, it overreaches. Every time repression increases, resistance grows smarter because we dealing with some idiots. I'm not joking. And they can manipulate images, twist laws, abuse statutes, and control narrative, but they can't kill truth. They can't erase footage, they can't delete memory, and they can't undo history. And they damn sure can't stop black resistance with scare tactics. My motherfucker, we scared every day. We scared if we gonna make it to the next day, motherfucker. We scared every motherfucker. You can't scare a person who's already scared, bitch. And speaking of this dude, Don Lemon, this motherfucker, he got out. He motherfucking got out. But everybody else got arrested. You know what I'm saying? So let me continue with the update on this dude here. I don't know how to feel about it, but shit. Yeah, he's black, so fuck it.
Emotional content.
So 3 arrested in church protests. I already told you about them. As judge declines to charge against Don Lemon. That's because he actually got money. This one is messy and stupid. Federal prosecutors tried to charge Don Lemon for being present at an anti-ICE protest in a church, not organizing it, not leading it, not instigating it, reporting on it. Okay? Even court dockets couldn't keep the lie straight. His name appeared, disappeared, reappeared, vanished again. This is ridiculous. Translation, they didn't have shit. I just told you they didn't have any shit. They just arrested motherfuckers. A federal judge refused to approve charges because evidence matters, journalism isn't a crime, and presence isn't participation. You could be somewhere just because you there doesn't mean you did anything. And reportedly, the attorney general was enraged, which tells you everything. Because this isn't about law, it's about control. They just want to attack and persecute, and basically, I don't know what else to tell you. But let's be real. The same administration removed protections that kept ICE out of churches. So spare us the holy water, okay? I'm just telling you, all these people got arrested. He got to go free, so I guess that's good. So congratulations, sir. They're still in jail. I don't know. Is this the manipulated picture? Is she? I don't know. I don't know. What is this the manipulated picture? I don't know. Because I don't be paid. I had to take a fucking week off from this stupid shit. It was giving me a damn headache. I couldn't live because fucking Drumpf is pissing me off. They got released a little bit after him. They're all out now. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. These motherfuckers get on my damn nerves. All right. Excuse me. Let's go. This motherfucker here. I can't wait until they get out of office, or I don't know. Something need to happen. Shit.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Alien bitch Bondi pressures Minnesota Governor Tim Walz over ICE operations and demands access to voter data. Fuck y'all. We gonna vote. Who the hell we gonna vote for? Y'all already know. And I swear to God, y'all better go into hiding when this shit is over. That's all I gotta say. All you motherfuckers working under this dumb ass husk of an orange piece of turd, y'all better go into witness protection, because this entire country is gonna kick your motherfucking ass. I just know it. Anyways, let's call it what it is. Federal blackmail with a badge. So, Attorney General aliens bitch, okay? The big giant alien, you know, with the big ass forehead, that's who she is. Aliens bitch Bondi is straight up trying to leverage immigration enforcement like a hostage negotiation tactic. Her message to Minnesota is basically, give us your data or we keep federal agents in your streets. So you just gonna unalive them all, huh, bitch? Man, when y'all get out of office, ooh, she's demanding access to Medicaid records, food assistant records, voter registration rolls, welfare data, repeal of sanctuary policies, and she's tying all of that to withdrawing ICE and Border Patrol from Minneapolis. Man, that's coercion right there. This comes after multiple fatal pew-pewings involving federal immigration officers, including the unaliving of ICU nurse Alex Preddy, a healthcare worker, a lawful gun owner, a civilian, and a human being. And instead of accountability, the response is, give us your database. Oh my God, these are not humans. These are demons. Let's be very clear. Medical data is protected. HIPAA, y'all. Food assistance data is protected. Voter rolls are protected. Election infrastructure is protected. They aren't law enforcement tools. They are civil liberties. Minnesota officials already said the voter data demand is unlawful, and they're right. This is a federal overreach dressed up as public safety. Motherfucker. The bitch's framing is nasty work. She's calling it restoring the rule of law and supporting ICE officers. Can't we just send these motherfuckers to Germany for real? I just want them to go the fuck away. There's not that many. There's more of us than them. Can we just fucking deport these bitches? Oh. But when rule of law means violating privacy, overriding state protections, and demanding voter data during election cycles, man, that's authoritarianism with paperwork. I gotta get these motherfuckers out of here. Governor Walz and AG Keith Ellis aren't backing down. They've already filed a suit. They're calling this what it is: fear-based governance, unmarked federal officers, intimidation tactics, militarized presence, and community destabilization. And the most dangerous part is they're tying immigration enforcement to electoral data. That's not a coincidence. That is fucking strategy. This is not about safety, crime, or order. This is about control of population, data, movement, and political power. And once the government starts treating citizens' data like bargaining chips, the democracy conversation is already in danger. Motherfuckers, we told y'all not to vote for this jackass. He's a nasty ass motherfucker. Y'all didn't learn from fucking Reagan, and look what you did. Why do you motherfuckers really feel all these rich motherfuckers are gonna take care of us? They just want us to be slaves, bitch. All they care about is their friends and them, bitch. Damn it, y'all get on my nerves. Anyways, we gonna move on. Because these motherfuckers still pissing me off with this bullshit. Look at what they did now. So the slavery exhibit removed from Philadelphia historic site after the Drumpf order. You dirty bitch. Cool. So now we're not even pretending anymore, okay? The National Park Service removed slavery exhibits from the President's House Memorial in Philadelphia, including signage literally titled Life Under Slavery and the Dirty Business of Slavery. Gone, removed, physically taken down. This memorial exists to honor the 9 enslaved people held by George Washington, and now their story is being erased in the name of positivity. Bitch, this ain't positivity, you dirty bastard. This is coming from Drumpf's executive order restoring truth and sanity to American history. That's not restoring shit. You pulling shit out. Let's translate that. If history makes white people uncomfortable, delete it. Bitch, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. Y'all ain't gonna fucking delete that shit. You can get rid of it for a little bit, but bitch, I bet you I'll talk about it. I bet you I'll put it out in the ether. You dirty bastards. Oh my gosh, I can't handle this shit. How was this a problem for him? Because okay, let me explain this. He has rich motherfuckers backing him. And what they want is what Hitler wanted. They want a white nation. Okay? They seem to forget that every motherfucker here helped build this shit, especially our asses. We did the brunt of the shit, okay? And then people worked off of that. And this motherfucker wants us to look like it's always been white people and that we've never done anything wrong. We're the perfect people. You are mutations, you motherfuckers. You are mutations. Shit. Oh, you got blue eyes. Do you realize blue-eyed people usually need fucking glasses more than a brown-eyed person? Oh, the white skin. Do you realize that white skin burns faster in natural settings? That is a mutation. I mean, I get it, but I just hate all of this. How you think I feel? I don't even want to look at my hair no more. That shit is turning white. So, let's get through it. Interior officials say parks should focus on the greatness of American achievements. So slavery ain't an achievement, because y'all motherfuckers sure did have a good old time when you lynched us. Survival ain't an achievement. I think it's our achievement. We still here. Y'all this is why we don't have free healthcare, y'all. Because they wanted us to die out. Resistance isn't an achievement. Reconstruction, civil rights, or does greatness only count when it's whitewashed? Oh, that's it. Historians and civil rights leaders are calling it what it is: disgraceful, unprecedented, dangerous, revisionist. This is memory control, y'all. Don't forget what the hell you was taught. This is how authoritarian systems operate. You don't change the future, you rewrite the past. Because if you erase slavery, you erase accountability, responsibility, and resistance. The president's house memorial is literally about enslaved people. And now the slavery narrative is being removed from the slavery site. Make it make sense. Man, this is propaganda architecture. And once the state starts editing history, democracy is already bleeding. This is some nasty ass shit. These motherfuckers are disgusting. And while we're talking about disgusting, one of my little bodyguards is over there using the bathroom with such audacity, it is fucking my nose up. Seriously. Shit. You still want them? Fuck. This is biowarfare at the highest of ignorance. Highest. All right, y'all. Guess what time it is? It's time for black terrorism. Yeah, they terrorizing black folks again. And I got names and I got areas where we need to remember to watch our damn backs, okay? So, where is it? There it is. Damn, you stink. Man, I'm gonna die either from suffocation or freezing. Shit. All right, y'all. Mayor ordered police to keep black people out of his town, lawsuit says. You see the date right there. This happened this year, this month, this week. Shit. So this one ain't subtle racism. This is written down racism. New Jersey authorities are suing Clark Township for a decade-long pattern of racial discrimination, and the lawsuit literally says town leadership told police to keep chasing the spooks out of town. I don't know about you, but y'all look spookier than me. Yeah, the kitty is making a stinky, and it's disgusting. It ain't a stinky, it's a bioweapon, biowarfare. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Why can't y'all use the bathroom in the back of the house? Anyways, so they didn't even, this was not a dog whistle, no euphemism. They just had a straight racial slur. Data backs it up. Black and Hispanic drivers equals 30% of stops, but only 11% of the population gets pulled over. Black drivers searched 3.7 times more than white drivers. Hispanic drivers searched 2.2% more than white drivers. And that's the policy, y'all, from that fucking place. What is town? Clark Township, okay, in New Jersey, of all places. This happened under Mayor Salvatore Bonacorso, who later resigned over corruption and was caught on recordings making racist and sexist comments. Dude, you are Italian. Y'all motherfuckers just got considered white, okay? Y'all motherfuckers was with us until recently. Y'all just got your whiteness. So shut the fuck up and go somewhere, you dirty piece of shit. So the culture of corruption and racism was baked into leadership. Now the current mayor is calling the lawsuit political. Of course he is. Every racist system says accountability is political. Every discriminatory institution says lawsuits are motivated. Every corrupt structure says exposure is agenda driven. Motherfucker, I know how to go think in reverse. You talking about yourself. But data, patterns, numbers, language, and recordings, they don't lie. This wasn't bad apples, it was a whole fucking orchard. And it's a reminder that sundown towns didn't disappear. They just got uniform departments and paperwork. Motherfuckers didn't even know what a sundown town was at one point, and I'm sitting up here like, how the fuck? And I was born in Massachusetts, and I know what a fucking sundown town is. That's the fucked up thing. Moving on, because it ain't over. Please tell me, why would you fucking do this shit? Black teen wrongly executed. They took this poor boy out for a murder, and then got exonerated 70 years later. This you killed innocent boy, you dirty Woosah. Whoo, orange lives don't matter. This one is heavy and sacred. Tommy Lee Walker, 19 years old, black, wrongfully accused, wrongfully convicted, wrongfully executed. Electric terror in 1956, and of course in Texas. He had an alibi. He was at the hospital for the birth of his child. Okay? And 10 witnesses confirmed it. Police ignored it. They coerced confessions, threatened him with death. What shit? Look what you did. Lied about evidence, used racial terror tactics, forced statements full of errors. And you motherfuckers think you are the master race, huh? One confession recanted immediately. Wait a minute. Yeah. And the prosecutor, Henry Wade, the same DA tied to other infamous cases, withheld evidence, lied in court, and personally testified to push guilt. You know, motherfuckers, you got humans and then you just got demons in human bodies. That's all I can call it, because this is fucking evil. Whew, this is just racial execution. 70 years later, Dallas County officially admits wrongful conviction, the systemic racism, the coerced confessions, and the prosecutorial, I can't say it, misconduct. But the truth is, they always knew. His son, Edward Smith, grew up without a father, no birthdays, no guidance, no protection, no presence. And now he finally gets the truth acknowledged. My father was innocent. This is why we don't worship the justice system, romanticize courts, or assume fairness. Because the system has bodies and history has receipts. Justice delayed is injustice, is acknowledged after damage, bitches. Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves so motherfucking bad. Let me see here now. And then this shit right here. I didn't know where to put it, but I'm going to keep it under terrorism, because y'all motherfuckers always sitting up here calling it out. But no, I'm not going to call it at this. I'm going to call it fuck around and find out. This is going to be this is going to be that. I'm not really going to put it in anything, but this next story right here, y'all need to go ahead and look, because these motherfuckers sitting up here tomorrow, these are horrible places. No, it's not. You just saying that bullshit. Check this one out, because I can't. I just can't.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
New report shows murders, violent crime down in 40 cities. What that means doesn't mean Drumpf did it. Definitely doesn't mean Drumpf did it. Shit, that shit was already happening before he even got in office. Here's a truth mainstream media don't like. Violent crime is dropping hard. According to the Council on Criminal Justice, homicides down over 20% in 2025. Largest single drop in modern history. Possibly the lowest murder rate since 1900s. Carjackings down 61%. Shoplifting down 10%. You want to know why? Because we already have a damn criminal. He's in office. All of us have one single criminal adversary, and that motherfucker is in office, okay? That's why. Y'all heard Jack Smith. I know I heard Jack Smith. I know what I heard Jack Smith say. I saw the video. So let's see here now. What shoplifting down 10%, 11 out of 13 crime categories decreased. Cities like Atlanta, lowest homicide since pre-COVID. Baltimore, lowest murder rate in 50 years. And what's driving it? Not that fucking militarization, not National Guard deployments, not the fear tactics, not policing. It's youth investment. It's community programs, conflict resolution, victim services. None of this shit has to do with Drumpf or his administration, mind you. Trust building, violence interruption, victim services, prevention strategies. Baltimore's mayor straight up said, "This is not a time for celebration. One death is too many." Man, this country ain't nothing but born on blood. That's leadership. It's not politics, crime hysteria, or propaganda. And this data directly exposes Drumpf's law and order bullshit, because he's sending troops into cities that already have low crime. He's linking immigrants to violence that statistics don't support. He's selling fear with numbers that show improvement, while numbers are showing improvement. This is fear marketing. Crime is dropping, but the narrative of chaos is profitable. Fear mobilizes voters, justifies crackdowns, fuels authoritarian policies. So the question isn't, is crime rising? It's who benefits from telling you it is. These motherfuckers here. That's what it is. And because the data says communities heal faster when they're supported, not militarized. Okay? I told y'all this had nothing to do with Drumpf and his horrible stuff. Why doesn't he just go to sleep? You know what the fuck I mean. It's very hard to try to be good with the Most High when you got a motherfucker in your face like this. Now, this next story, I didn't know where to put it, but quite frankly, I am a fan of the seasoning, because we're about to talk about some food. But y'all tell me what you think about it, because I don't know where the hell to put it. Check this out. It carries meaning. Georgia bill seeks lemon pepper as state wing flavor. What the fuck? This is what y'all got time for, huh? Now that chicken look real good, and I do love me some lemon pepper. But I discovered lemon pepper in fucking Boston. Yeah. No, Louisiana. Yeah. Okay. Listen, for once, the government is doing something that actually represents people, even though it's weird. Because if you've ever been to Georgia, especially Atlanta, you already know lemon pepper is not a seasoning. It's a lifestyle. I didn't have time. I was crossing the sand, so I didn't have time to check out Atlanta. So, State Representative Eric Bell introduced House Bill 1013 to make lemon pepper Georgia's official wing flavor. Really, dude? He called it lighthearted, but culturally, it's dead serious. Because lemon pepper wings aren't just food. They're an Atlanta institution. I did not know that. No, I don't know about lemon pepper. What happened to the peach theme? That's what I'm saying. I thought y'all were all about peach. Now there's a lemon pepper. Oh, yeah, you in Georgia, girl. Tell me how this happened, because I didn't know nothing about lemon pepper with Atlanta. Girl, I didn't know lemon pepper had a place. Anyways, and I like the Korean fried chicken for real. They refry that shit. I don't know what they do, but that shit is good. And I love that Chicago mild sauce. I gotta go back to Chicago for real. Anyways, he called it a lighthearted, but culturally it's serious. Because lemon pepper wings aren't just food. They're an Atlanta institution, if you say so. It's the soundtrack to late nights, the comfort food after a long day, the we outside meal, the I'm not cooking meal, the I got paid celebration meal. I don't know none of this shit, okay? I asked AI to fix this damn story. Somebody wrote this, but I didn't. I don't know. Lemon pepper doesn't even sound like Georgia to me. This is what these motherfuckers saying. I told you, girl, I don't know shit about this. I like lemon pepper, but not that damn much. You give me some Slap Your Mama and some Tony Sashery and some Goya, whoo, I'm good. But anyways, He's right, I guess. Lemon pepper wings really do bring folks across race together, across race, class, whatever. I'm not sure. I told you this story was weird because nothing unifies humans faster than a plate of wings with the right amount of seasoning in a napkin situation. I will agree to that, but not the lemon pepper part. And let's give Atlanta its credit. J.R. Crickets helped popularize wings locally, but Georgia didn't stop at Buffalo style like everybody else. Georgia said, nah, we gonna put our stamp on this. That's black creativity for you, I guess, but shit, a lot of other black folks like in other areas like lemon pepper too. Shit. I told you I don't ain't what I did basically was I summarized the news stories. Then I try to get it polished by AI is what I'm telling you, okay? So then I see stupid shit like this and I just can't keep saying it because that's wrong. Fuck. What are you looking at, Mavis? Yes, one of my cats' names is Mavis. Both of my cats have old lady names. Mavis just looked from one way and went the other. My house is cold. Anyways. The bill even compares it to the peach. Man, y'all weird. Peach represents the agricultural roots, but lemon pepper represents the cultural. Those two don't go together. Oh, I couldn't even imagine that taste. Ugh. Nightlife, music, slang, food, all of it. They reference Magic City's famous lemon pepper Lou. I have never heard of this person. And the way artists shout it out in lyrics. I have never heard anybody say it in lyrics. That's how you know it's not just flavor, it's a brand. I know nothing about this. I do not support this script. I do not endorse this script. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's bipartisan too. Democrats and Republicans co-signing. So apparently the only thing that can unite the aisle is are you serious? Y'all can't get shit together, but y'all can agree to make lemon pepper the seasoning. I didn't know states had seasoning. I don't support this shit. No, motherfucker. My damn script talking about I support this. I do not support this. I'm gonna bring this down right now. I don't support this at all. I'm going rogue. Lemon pepper is for whoever likes fucking lemon pepper, okay? I was in my 20s when I found out about lemon pepper, so don't make it a black thing, you dumbass racist bastards. But really, sometimes I like lemon pepper, sometimes I like Korean, sometimes I like it just with some Tony Sachery, okay? So, I don't know what this shit is about. I don't know, but apparently people got time to talk about state seasonings when we got shit to really talk about. I told you I didn't know where to put this damn story. It was weird as fuck. Anyways, we gonna move on now because this shit right here is something we do need to pay attention to.
And then the smoke got me.
When Washington walks away, we must step up. Dr. King said the moral arc of the universe bends towards justice, but he also made it clear it doesn't bend by itself. Somebody's got to put hands on it. And right now, the arc needs a whole damn group chat, okay? Because while folks are out here quoting MLK like a motivational poster, we've also watched environmental protection get shredded, and it's always the same communities paying the price. Black communities, Latino communities, low-income neighborhoods, the places with highways cutting through them, the factories near them, the water that can't be trusted, and the asthma rates that tell the truth louder than any politician. One of the biggest rollbacks mentioned is the revocation of the executive order 12898. And you know what that is? The one that told federal agencies to consider impacts on minority and low-income communities that mattered, because without it, industry gets protected and people get sacrificed. And when billions in grants were supposed to clean up the environment, conditions get rescinded. That's abandonment, y'all. Meanwhile, the feds pulled out of climate commitments, weakened clean air and water protections, and removed public health safeguards, and then wonder why communities don't trust leadership. Motherfuckers, We are not just here for y'all to feed off of, okay? Man, I'm seriously thinking about it. As soon as I get a job, I'm seriously thinking about fucking like not even, you know, like with the taxes, not even marking take the taxes now. I'm thinking about like by the time we get to tax season, did you represent me? No representation, no taxation without representation, and I don't feel represented. I will go to court for this. Meanwhile, the feds, let's see here now. But here's the part I love. The story highlights that states and cities are stepping up. California is creating environmental justice infrastructure. Minnesota and Washington are weaving EJ into climate plans. New York City is rolling out EJ initiative maps and community engagement, tools people can actually use. Cities like Imperial are mapping disadvantaged neighborhoods and setting goals to reduce pollutants and expand green space. Man, seriously, I really think we need to seriously just get we just need to fucking get a parliament. I'm so serious. We just need to get a parliament. Oh, you gonna go to jail with me? Okay, cool. You'll have my back? I'm good with kickboxing. How are you with the top? If you can box, then we good. I'll catch him in the legs, you catch him in the top, and we'll be good. But then again, we'll probably be in federal. So that's like what? I don't know. But we black, so we probably gonna get our asses whooped. Anyways, let's see here now. Let's see. Okay, where was I? Okay. So this is what's great. The great. We need a parliament. That's what we need. We don't need a lord. We don't need a fucking president no more. We need a fucking parliament. Well, somebody has to watch the cats. Damn you! Damn it! All right. You know you're wrong. Anyways, that's what bending ARC looks like. Action, policy, data, accountability, community voices in the plane. Not just in the press release. And the numbers are still infuriating. Studies show Black and Latino communities are exposed to dramatically more pollution than they produce, meaning we're breathing everybody else's mess and still being told to be patient. So the point is simple. Faith matters, yes, but faith without action is just vibes. The ARC moves when we vote, organize, show up, pressure leaders, support EJ groups, and keep pushing. Because justice isn't passive, it's built. Seriously, we got to make moves. I think really the states need to just stop listening to the federal government. We need to get rid of the federal fucking government, honestly. I think we just need to govern our own fucking states and they leave us the fuck alone. What the fuck is the purpose of the federal government anymore? Now I'm wondering, what is the point of them? Why do we have these motherfuckers anyways? Now I want to know. Because honestly, I'm getting tired of this shit because they ain't doing nothing to help us. What's the fucking point? Are y'all just here to fucking feed off of us? Because if that's the case, y'all can go somewhere. You can move around because I'm not letting you be a tick on me. I hate fucking ticks. I saw a movie about fucking ticks, okay? Ticks eating people. Because you know I like horror movies. And I'm telling you right now, I don't like ticks. And y'all are some ticks. I'm just saying. All right, moving on. Because the shit is not getting better. But this right here. Oh, by the way, this is time for fuck around and find out. I don't really feel like changing my outfit. But what I will do for you is... Oh, I didn't even know that was on, is it? Okay. Anyways, what I will do for you is I'm going to go ahead and do this right here. I'm going to pick up... Here we go. Hold on. Everything got to be open. All right.
I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my ass way, I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess.
All right. You remember her? This is such a better picture of her because they've been taking some really fucked up pictures of this woman. She looks beautiful in this one. One woman, one refusal, and the future of the Fed. So This sounds like boring economic insider stuff until you realize it's about your rent, your groceries, your paycheck, and whether inflation eats your life alive. The Supreme Court is looking at a case on the surface, asks whether the president can fire Dr. Lisa Cook, a Federal Reserve governor, before her term ends. But the real question underneath is, can Drumpf fire Fed Chair Jerome Powell, basically turn the Fed into his personal piggy bank? Because this motherfucker apparently feels like as long as he has all the fucking money, nothing else matters in this world. The pressure on Dr. Cook reportedly, here we go. Because if the president can remove federal officials at will, Fed independence dies, and when a central bank loses independence, inflation becomes a political toy. Politicians short-term wins if it wrecks long-term stability. You understand that? The pressure on Dr. Cook reportedly came after allegations like mortgage fraud got thrown around with no criminal charges and nothing proven. But it was used like a weapon anyways. Resign or we'll smear you. She refused, and her lawsuit is now one of the last guardrails standing between the Fed and political control. Why the fuck did y'all vote for this nasty, grubby-fingered, ugly bastard? Shit! Why? I just want to know why. Damn it. That's all. Why? That's all I'm saying. Because if a president can remove officials at will, federal independence dies. And when, like I said, that's why former federal leaders showed up. That's why this case is historic. 112-year history, and Justice Kavanaugh, who's apparently a drunk, allegedly, raised the real fear. And this one got me disgusted. I know this is fuck around and find out, but this kind of left me with a disgusted taste in my mouth. If presidents can purge the Fed, every new administration could clean house and turn monetary policy into partisan weapon. Experts warn that messing with central bank independence tends to lead to inflation. Turkey is cited as an example, and it can even threaten the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency. If the Fed loses credibility, borrowing costs rise for everybody: government, businesses, families. That means mortgages, credit cards, student loans, all of it gets uglier. The story frames Dr. Cook's stance as bigger than one job. It's institutional defense. It's I'm not moving energy. It's like a Rosa Parks moment in economic setting. So yes, this is about one woman, but it's also about whether your groceries cart stays affordable or becomes a political casualty. And when we all come down to it, it's y'all goddamn napkin folks that started this bullshit. I'm just saying. This whole fucking system has been created by y'all. Moving on, because we still got some more fucking L's. Drumpf drops court appeal stopping schools from teaching about DEI. Motherfuckers wasn't going to stop teaching what they wanted to teach. We ain't listening to your ignorant ass anyways. Listen, I love when the courts hand Drumpf and his crew a clean, public, documented L. The administration withdrew its appeal, trying to cut federal funds from schools and colleges that promote DEI. That means Maryland federal judge's August 2025 ruling stands. The one saying that the move violated the First Amendment. You motherfuckers, I swear to God. Why did you make the Constitution then, bitches? And the judge nailed the real harm. Educators would reasonably fear that lawful, even beneficial speech would get them punished. That's the chilling effect that censorship disguised as policy. Let's not forget what this really was about. The Department of Education sent a Dear Colleague letter threatening to yank hundreds of millions of dollars if schools don't comply with their anti-DEI agenda, including teaching American history in ways that acknowledge systemic racism. Motherfucker, are we in fucking Germany? Are we the new Germany now? Translation, teach the sanitized version or lose your funding. Then they tried forcing schools to certify that they wouldn't teach certain race-related topics. Man, that is ideological policing. So a coalition sued, including the American Federation of Teachers, the American Sociological Association, and an Oregon school district, and they won. Randy, I need to figure out how to get into some of these lawsuits. Shit. Randy Weingarten said the withdrawal basically ends the case and it's a win for kids and educators. Democracy Forward called it what it is, a blow against unlawful crusade against civil rights, and noted that government attorneys are having a harder time defending the lawless. That's what happens when people organize and resist, because compliance is what authoritarians' policy feeds on, and resistance starves it. So for once, public education gets a little breathing room, thank God. Not because the administration suddenly developed morals, but because the law said not today. Thank God. Because I can't take it no more. These motherfuckers here. Moving on, because I got to give you at least another one. These motherfuckers, ugh. White man under investigation after racist attack on black business owner. If this is a Walmart, I've never seen a Walmart this pretty. I promise you, I've never seen a Walmart this pretty. In my opinion, that looks like an Albertsons. But anyways, this story is a reminder that racism is not back. It never left, motherfuckers. I had to unfriend somebody. I couldn't take it no more, because that heifer had told me in my face, a white lady told me in my face that racism didn't exist anymore. Bitch. Huh? So I unfriended her. I never forgot it. It was years ago that she said it, but bitch. As a black woman, bitch. It had been eating me for the longest. Anyways, a white man in... Okay, wait. This story is a reminder that racism is not back. It never left. It just started filming itself in HD. A white man in, oh Lord, Charleroi. Ooh, hey, Joker, what is CHAREL? No, I'm sorry, CHARLEROI. Is that Leroy? Charleroi. Pennsylvania approached Augusta Queenie Gall, a black librarian immigrant and grocery store owner inside a Walmart, while recording her on his phone like she was a damn zoo exhibit. Oh, I heard about this. He called her name. That's the creepy part. I guess. Yeah, that's what I spelled to you, and I don't know how it sounds. That is exactly what I spelled to you. Yes, ma'am. What is that? Anyways, he called her by her name. That's the creepy part, y'all. That means this wasn't random. This was targeted. Then he started questioning her finances, launched into racial slurs and threats. In the video, you can literally see her trying to get away, calling for security, and warning another black shopper not to engage. What'd you say? Charleroi. I don't know, but we gonna go with that. I ain't got no plans of going there either. Anyways, let's see here now. That was survival instinct, because we already know arguing with an unstable racist doesn't win you anything but stress and danger. After the video went viral, police referred to Pennsylvania State Police criminal investigators, and now the FBI and DA's office are involved too. That's because you don't always see the level of response unless there's a potential for threats, stalking, harassment patterns, or hate crime angles. All right, so we both don't know, and we both ain't going there, so who cares? And it gets worse. Apparently, this man may have filmed similar confrontations with other immigrants and posted them online. So this wasn't a moment. It might be a hobby, a racist content series, a harassment campaign. Then he shows up at her grocery store later and leaves an apology letter. It's gonna erase what he did. He knew all her shit. He knew all her business. Like, oops, my bad, fixes the public humiliation and threats targeted harassment. And Gall said something that hit the truth right in the mouth. He hates my success because that's the core of it. Black immigrants building businesses, making taxes, paying taxes, creating jobs, contributing to cities, and somebody still wants them to feel small. But here's what they can't stand. She didn't fold. She didn't disappear. She didn't shrink. She called for security, protected others, and kept it moving. The black resilience that's immigrant strength. That's I'm not here to make you comfortable, but what I will say is I didn't like that he asked for an apology. He apologized, and she forgave him. I'm like, nah, I would have been petty. Nah, this gonna be a minute. This gonna be a minute. Well, surprisingly, that is it for playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes, y'all. Like I said, I wasn't in the mood to change outfits. But now we about to get to education. So if you're not interested in education, get the hell on out, because we about to hit it hard, right? Now let's get that done. Ooh, where is education? There it is. Yay!
Yo, it's so many, hey, it's so many, yo, it's so many, yo, it's so many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stove, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit.
I don't know why my pipe smells like calamari. Anyways, this week in Black History, January 21st to 27th. All right, chair gang. Well, chair. You know, I love that Birmingham chair. Let's get into this Black History rundown because we are not letting America pretend we just showed up yesterday. January 21st, Phyllis Wheatley. I always wanted to go to. There's a school in Roxbury where I'm from. I wanted to go to that damn school so bad. My mama sent me to a damn white area because she said I get a better education. I wanted to go to Phyllis Wheatley with all my friends. Anyways, Phyllis Wheatley gets freed in 1773, and listen, she was kidnapped from Africa as a child, enslaved, and still became Black America's first poet. That's Black brilliance under terror. She mastered languages and published poetry respected in the U.S. and Europe, while most folks around her couldn't even spell humanity correctly. Birthdays, we got heavy hitters. Willa Brown Chappelle, Black aviation pioneer. Richie Havens, singer and activist. Billy Oceans, yes, that Billy Ocean. Hakeem Olajuwon, Nigerian-born basketball greatness, and in 1971, the Congressional Black Caucus boycotted Nixon's State of the Union because if you won't meet with us or address our concerns, why are we sitting here there clapping? Exactly. So moving on, and let's see. And in I already said that. January 22nd, Barney L. Ford, born enslaved, escaped, tried to strike gold, got blocked by racism, got cheated, still built wealth and influence, hotels, businesses, power. Even after racists bombed his property, he kept building and became one of Denver's most influential Black men. That's resilience with receipts. Also, Sam Cooke is born on January 22nd, father of soul, gospel to secular, You Send Me, Twisting the Night Away, and yes, his death in 1964 is still one of those this story doesn't sit right moments. George Foreman was born too. Two-time heavyweight champ, real icon later, but don't forget he could fight for real. And Kobe's 81-point game in 2006, second highest. That wasn't a game, that was a public demonstration. January 23rd, Liberia's origins. Freed Black folks leaving the U.S. to establish a colony that becomes independent republic in 1847. And in 2006, Liberia elects its first woman president. That matters. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams co-founded Providence Hospital, training black doctors and nurses when white hospitals wouldn't. Then does the first open heart surgery in America. Black excellence in medicine is not new. 24th Amendment was ratified in 1964. Poll tax abolished, because charging people to vote is basically saying democracy is for purchase. Oh my God, I didn't know that was there. Paul Robinson passes in 1976, gifted fearless and punished by the government for it. Roots begins airing in 1977, a cultural earthquake. It put black history into living rooms that had tried to ignore it. I'm telling you, my mom cannot watch that movie or she's going to punch a napkin person. January 24th, Arthur Schomburg, Puerto Rican-born black historian who proved our history exists even when teachers lie. Martin R. Delaney dies. He was the black nationalist, first black field officer, writer, physician, and brilliant thinker. And Thurgood Marshall died in 1993. The NAACP legal defense titan who fought the system in court and made it cough up rights. Thurgood is an old name, y'all. January 26, Bessie Coleman born, first black woman pilot, international license, in France because America was too racist to let her fly. Angela Davis was born, scholar, activist, and yes, the state tried to bury her, but she became a tenured professor anyways. On January 27th, Ralph Ellison wins the National Book Award for Invisible Man, a novel that still explains America better than half your politicians. Leontine Price debuts at the Met, opera legend, and Mahalia Jackson dies in 1972. Gospel greatness. Bottom line, we are not a footnote. We are foundation. That's what happened in Black history this week, y'all. But we ain't done, because we still got some more history. Let me not be angry, because this woman had a life. So here we go.
Emotional content.
The tragic story of Florence Ballard, the soulful singer who started the Supremes. Girl, she looked like she knew she was ready to do something. She got confidence in her eyes. I just can't figure out that hairstyle. This story is tragic, infuriating, and way too familiar, because Florence Ballard helped build an empire and still didn't get the protection she deserved. Florence Ballard was born in Detroit, grew up in Brewster Douglas projects, ninth of 15 kids. God dang. And she sang like the ancestors were using her throat as a megaphone. Church choir, talent shows, raw power, and that's where she met Mary Wilson. In 1958, a promoter pulls her into a sister group to the Primes, the Premettes. Florence recruits Mary. Mary brings in Diana Ross. Boom. The foundation of the Supremes. But let's not romanticize it, because Florence's life included trauma that changed everything. At 17, she was raped by someone she thought she knew. That kind of harm doesn't just go away. It reshapes you. Mary Wilson said it destroyed her, and honestly, that tracks. Florence pulled back. She stopped singing for a while. Her friends had to pull her back to music. They auditioned for a Motown, got signed after Berry Gordy told them to finish school, and Florence suggested the name the Supremes. That's her stamp. She named the legacy. But the industry did what it does. It picked a favorite and turned the group into a hierarchy. Diana's voice became the lead voice. I don't know why. Diana's a singer, but I don't like sopranos, okay? It's just high-pitched noises get on my nerves. Florence, with the deeper, soulier sound, got pushed aside, and Florence felt it. This isn't a group anymore. And then came the disrespect. Berry Gordy criticized her weight, calling her fat. She's a size 12 because she felt damn stacked. Girl, 12 is perfect. I'm trying to get to 12. Shit, I'm in 14. I'm trying to get to 12. And I'm sorry, but that's not fat. She's just a woman not shaped like a stick figure for a man's comfort. Why the hell do y'all like sticks? Is it a homoeroticism or something? Florence started drinking. She got angry. She rebelled. And instead of support, the machine punished her. She was pushed out in 1967 and replaced by Cindy Birdsong. That's fucked up, man. And Florence believed Gordy had been grooming the replacement. And here's where the exploitation gets criminal. Florence signed a release for $15,000 with no lawyer, losing rights, royalties, and the ability to use the name she helped build. That poor woman. That's how they do artists, especially black women. Take your voice, take your shine, and then hand you a check like hush money. Her solo attempt struggled. Her finances collapsed. Her marriage fell apart. Her health declined, and she died at 32. Damn, that's young. That's systemic, man. That's neglect. Damn. Her legacy still echoes. Dreamgirls Effie was inspired by her. Jennifer Hudson dedicated her Golden Globe to Florence, calling her a woman who never got a fair chance. And that's the truth. Florence Ballard deserved protection, stability, credit, and compensation. And that's not a cautionary tale, y'all. Just make sure y'all know what these motherfuckers are doing, because apparently money has taken over the entire world. I knew money ruled things, but this is ridiculous. This is, could you see who the fuck is in office? Anyways, moving on. We got another story coming up, and I hope you like it, because it's more of a thought piece. It's an opinion, I guess you could say. Julianne Malveaux, see, that's the Louisiana thing, that Creole thing. VEAUX. That means O. You know how fucked up I was when I first was introduced to that? So, Julianne Malveaux, Dr. King's triple threat. If you've been feeling like the world is unstable, chaotic, and full of leaders who'd rather swing a hammer than do work, you're not imagining it. A historian calls this moment radical uncertainty. Dr. King already diagnosed the problem in 1967. Racism, materialism, and militarism. A triple threat that works together like a rigged system. Racism decides whose life is disposable. That shows up in wealth gaps, health outcomes, pollution exposure, policing incarceration, and who gets called threat for just existing. Materialism is when the country measures success by market numbers instead of human well-being. That's why we can have billionaires playing space cowboy while people are unhoused, drowning in medical debt, and choosing between rent and groceries. Militarism is the enforcer. It's the default response when leaders don't have wisdom. Let me say that again. It's the default response when leaders don't have wisdom. We got a dumbass. It burns money on weapons while claiming there's no funding for housing, schools, or healthcare. Scarcity becomes a political choice, not a natural fact. And King's point was brutal. Militarism enforces racism and materialism at home and abroad. It turns instability into an excuse to dominate instead of repair. And then there's the inversion. Folks claiming civil rights law discriminate against white people. That's a lie designed to flip reality. Civil rights laws were built to dismantle legal exclusion and violence. Calling them reverse discrimination is how you protect advantage while pretending it's merit. King's alternative wasn't sentimental. It was rigorous. Redistribution with rights, peace and prosperity, accountability with security. That's why the Poor People's Campaign wasn't random. It was a logical next step. So if the moment feels perilous, it's because the triple threat is alive and well, just wearing newer clothes. I've been told y'all that. We talked about this last week. I'm just saying. All right. Now, I know a lot of people love this movie. I personally love it too, but let's have a discussion about it. I hope y'all don't mind. This next story may ruffle, but I felt it was interesting to share, so I'm going to share it. Check this one out, please. The Devil We Know on Sinners and How Black Progress Often Meets Societal Regression. Because, man, society is regressing like a motherfucker. And I'll be damned before I end up living on somebody's land and fucking picking plants. Shit, fuck you. Anyways, now this one is a cultural commentary, but it hits because it's true. The author says they watched Sinners over 170 times, and I get it. Some stories don't just entertain, they recognize you. They name something you've been living. There's a line in the film where someone says they returned to Mississippi because they'd rather deal with the devil we know. And the author reads that as America's racism in a sentence, it's everywhere, it's persistent, and it doesn't just live in one region. And the film's deeper truth is the cycle. Black progress happens, then backlash comes fast and violent. That's the history rhythm. Reconstruction, Jim Crow. Civil rights, mass incarceration. Obama presidency, MAGA extremism. 2020 racial reckoning, anti-CRT laws, book bans, and DEI rollbacks. And every time backlash comes, it's dressed up as common sense, law and order, neutral standards. But those words are coded. They mean return to white comfort and control. Why y'all got to? Why? Y'all only 5% of the fucking the world. 5% of the world. Understand? And you're so far, a lot of y'all motherfuckers in power don't know what the fuck to do and are greedy and in my opinion, evil as fuck. But y'all motherfuckers don't seem to want to get the fuck off of us. Every time backlash comes, I already said that. The author uses vampires as a metaphor, forces that prey on black joy, black agency, black community building. The story brings up Tulsa Greenwood as the real world example. When black people build something beautiful, predatory systems often try to burn it down. Leave us the fuck alone. That's all we really, really want. And then the warnings. Some people believe assimilation or money will protect them, but the vampire doesn't reward compliance. It demands access that takes what it wants and keeps moving. That's the part that hurts and frees at the same time. You stop negotiating with a system that was never built to treat you fairly. The film's ending makes the author cry because it's the bittersweet truth. Black freedom in America often comes in stolen moments. Joy, music, love, community. And those moments still matter because they're ours. But the motherfuckers, they always come for our shit. Get on my motherfucking nerves. I just wanted to share that little opinion piece. Now we actually have a good news story because you already know. If you're still here, you should already know. God dang it. I shouldn't even have to tell you. Because this shit just it's the same damn thing. Hold on, here we go. Where's my good news? I think it's 8. I hope it's 8. It's 8! Barbie honors grandmother of Juneteenth. Opal Lee with a new doll. I hope that's not the doll. Okay, I know Barbie sounds like fluff when it's Dr. Opal Lee, but when it's Dr. Opal Lee, this ain't playtime. This is history. Mattel is honoring Dr. Opal Lee, the grandmother of Juneteenth, with a doll in the Barbie Inspiring Women collection, and they designed it around her real life look. From her walk for freedom, the custom t-shirt, white joggers, I wish I had a picture of that, sneakers, because she's not a sit-down activist. She's a walking, working, organizing legend. Dr. Opal Lee is 99. She's still living, y'all. And her fight made Juneteenth a national holiday in 2021. And her activism wasn't abstract. It was personal. Her family home was burned down by white rioters on Juneteenth in 1939. She carried that trauma. Instead of folding, she turned it into decades of public education and pressure. She symbolized the delay freedom's news by walking 2.5 miles, representing the 2.5 years it took Emancipation News to reach everyone. And in 2016, she walked about 1,400 miles for Texas to D.C. to advocate. Man, that's endurance. She also received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in May 2024, the highest civilian honor, and her 8th honorary doctorate, as she should. So if little black girls see that doll and learn her name, that's a win. Because Juneteenth didn't become a holiday because America suddenly grew a conscience. Hell no, they didn't. It became a holiday because black women refused to stop pushing. And that's the story kids need. Persistent resistance gets results. Man, that is a tongue tie, and I'm not gonna do it. You ain't gonna get my ass. But moving on, we got another one. And I'm just happy to be able to say these things. So let's go ahead and do it one more time. Well, actually, I'm going to do my commercial real quick, and then we're going to come back with our other good news. We actually have 2 more good newses. That's very fucking rare, because life is life, and I guess you could say. Oops. Sorry. But anyways, if you like what I'm doing, or if you have some suggestions you might want to give me, recommendations, just come at me, peaceful like, and I will listen to you, and I might actually take your suggestions to heart and actually implement them. But hit me up on my things, like, subscribe, and get my word out.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay-tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Ooh, girl, whose birthday is it? I love birthdays. I love hearing about people's birthdays. Certain people. Anyways, Erin Jackson reflects on being the first black woman to win gold in an individual event during the Winter Olympics. I was struggling with some feelings of imposter syndrome. Girl, you did your shit. Feel proud for yourself. Excuse me. Let's talk about Erin Jackson, because black women doing historic things in spaces that were never built for us. That's not a feel-good story. That's a receipt. Erin Jackson, the first black woman to win Olympic gold in an individual skating event. That's already great, because I get in some skates, I'm going to be on my ass all day. I'm not joking. Is officially headed back with the Team USA for the Winter Olympics in Milan. And what I love is that she's not pretending it's all confidence and glitter. She straight up talked about imposter syndrome after winning. And honestly, that's real. Because even when you've got medals, world titles, and proof, your brain can still whisper, do I deserve this? Especially when you're a black woman in an arena that doesn't exactly hand out belongings like free samples. Let me see. Numerous birthdays, a couple co-workers, a cousin, and my aunt. Oh, cool. Girl, you're going to be broke. Good luck. Let's see what else she said. She said she felt like she hadn't been in the sport long enough to achieve something that big, even though she had 13 world championship medals. That's how imposter syndrome works. It ignores facts and focuses on fear. But here's the part that got me. Her teammate, Brittany Bowe, fellow Florida girl, was the one who talked her through it. Not just hype, not empty affirmations. Oh my God. You'll make it through. I believe in you. Let's see here. Not after real assurance. You put in the work, you earned this. And Brittany didn't just support Erin with words. She literally made history possible. During qualifying, Erin stumbled in the 500 and Brittany offered up her qualifying spot so Erin could still compete. That kind of move is rare in elite sports where everybody's fighting for their own dreams. Brittany said Aaron was far more deserving for that event. That's sisterhood. That's community. I'm so glad for that. I'm so glad for that. Get stronger. Okay. That's we don't have to cannibalize each other to win. Now, both of them are going to Milan with the same bond and the same mindset. Get stronger together first, then battle it out for podium positions. Aaron even said basically, we're trying to be 1 and 2 on the podium, and then we can fight about it. That's the energy I love. Compete without self destruction. Win without stepping on each other's neck. Black women showing the world that excellence doesn't have to come with loneliness. I like that too. That sounds so good. I don't mind as long as both of us are on that podium. I like it. I like it a lot. Moving on. Minneapolis faith groups provide shelter from the ice storm in so many ways. Let's be clear what's happening in Minneapolis is not immigration enforcement. It's trauma on a schedule. You've got masked, heavily armed ICE agents pounding on doors, barging into schools, stopping people in public demanding proof of citizenship like everybody's guilty until they can produce paperwork fast enough to satisfy a power trip, fuckers. And the community response? People are getting organized like it's a storm because it is. Folks are using car horns, whistles to warn migrants when ICE is nearby. Protesters are in streets. Tension is high, especially after the unaliving of Renee Good on January 7th. And while all that is happening, people of faith are building what they call a beloved community, rooted in justice, equity, love, and straight up survival. They broke it down into spaces: the streets, the square, the stable. The streets is mutual aid in motion. Food boxes delivered to people too scared to leave their homes. Homework packets for kids whose parents don't feel safe sending them to school. Grocery and medicine runs organized after church. That's real. What would Jesus do behavior? Not performative stuff. We need more of this. We really do. A pastor at Calvary Lutheran said preaching right now means being prophetic. And honestly, yeah, you can't preach love and then ignore state violence at your doorstep. That's why I was angry about that dude being a pastor at that church. The dude that works for ICE. That's a devil in your church. Then the square is where trained chaplains are doing rapid response, court support, street medic work, child care, interpretation, basically building a structure. That's a good idea. It is. We need more of that. Let's see. Building a structure that doesn't just show up for photos and disappear. They emphasize something important. Presence isn't neutral. Good intentions can still cause harm if volunteers center themselves instead of the community. That's a grown conversation, and it matters. And then there's the Stable, founded by Reverend Dr. Gia Starr Brown, offering theology, ideology, and survival skills, decolonizing grief, decolonizing Jesus, the Messiah, because, there was no J back then. The whole framework is stop reading faith through a lens that excuses harm. She also says something that should shake the room. She's concerned about the silence of Black faith leadership during the moment. Because ICE isn't just coming for one group. When authoritarian systems get comfortable, the circle expands. So what you're seeing here isn't just church helping. It's communities building an alternative safety net because the official system is delivering fear instead of a protection. We need a fucking parliament. We don't need a fucking president at this point. These motherfuckers have lost their rabbit ass minds. We do not need it. Moving on, we still have one more story. I wouldn't really say it's a good news story, but it is, one of those stories that are good for our morale. This is one of those stories that make you feel better. So let me see if I can find it. Is it this? I don't care. Latrice Watkins steps into new role as Sam's Club president and CEO. That is a very debonair outfit she has there. Okay, I love this kind of story because it's not fantasy. It's Black excellence in corporate power. Latrice Watkins is now president and CEO of Sam's Club, stepping in February 1st. And she's not new to this. She's been in Walmart's C-suite for years. This isn't some one-time inspirational appointment. This is a career trajectory. She's a Spelman alum who started at Walmart as an intern in 1997 in real estate and climbed her way up to the executive leadership. That right there is the long game. Entry point, competence, strategy growth. That's what I'm trying to do. Her leadership language is very modern CEO, but I'll translate. She's saying we can be people-led and tech-powered execution and innovation, quality and value. She's emphasizing that access to value should extend to everybody, which is important because a lot of retail leadership extend to everybody. I'm sorry, I messed up. Leadership forgets that value isn't just a buzzword, it's survival for working folks. She also talked about culture, protecting and amplifying it. And that matters because corporate culture is where bias lives. If you don't guard culture, you end up with a company that says opportunity, but practices gatekeeping. Now, the big challenge. Sam's Club going toe-to-toe with Costco, which dominates wholesale clubs. That means increasing market share, innovating, and in-store and delivering value without losing quality. And listen, I'm not here to cape for corporations. They're gonna corporation. But I will celebrate a Black woman getting the keys and bringing her leadership philosophy with her. Because representation in power isn't everything, but it's not for nothing either, for real. So shit, I'm happy about that. Now, before I forget, I told y'all before that I have been working on the FBA Exodus. I'm going to show you now is the background so far. I've gotten the background done. I have stories, and now I have the everything I need, so I should be able to do it. This is it. Wait, can y'all see this? Shit, y'all can't see it. Hold on. I don't know why it's not showing it. Fuck. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring it over here. And then I'm gonna show y'all that way. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go like that. You see it? There it is right there. So basically, reverse that, switch that up, and yeah. We're going to have this up here. I'm going to have all the information. It's a loop, and here's the opener, like I said. And then, let me see. So that's what's going on with that. Okay. That's what it is. So I'm going to move that over here now because y'all couldn't see it. All right. I'm going to put it back where it came from. And now we're going to go to the next story. But I just really wanted y'all to see that one. So everything's pretty much ready. I just need to move it on. I don't know why I put that up there, but let it be. We're talking about fashion now. I don't know about y'all, but I know my mama got me into muumuus. And apparently now they're becoming popular again. I like the animation part. Good. Like I said, it's going to be a travel one. So, yeah, I'm going to work on it this week because I have a week off. Plus, I'm going to be writing out the damn glossary from this damn class because, ooh, that class whooped my ass. But anyways, let's talk. What the hell? Oh, man. NBA Youngboy is mad at Kai Cenat. I don't know why, and I don't really care because I don't really listen to him, and I don't really watch that other guy. Anyways, check this out. What the hell?
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
These ain't your grandma's muumuus. Okay, I love this kind of story because it's not... Wait, sorry, wrong one. All right, let's talk about the muumuu comeback. because I love when the culture realizes our elders were right. And I ain't even joking. I do have several muumuus. My mama, when she gets muumuus, I want the muumuus too, because those things are comfortable as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. But I won't leave my house in a muumuu. I'm not gonna go drive somewhere in a muumuu. No. But in my house, around the house, hell yeah, I'll be in that muumuu all day. Anyways, let's talk about the muumuu comeback, because I love the culture. The culture realized our elders were right. For years, muumuus and kaftans were treated like granny clothes. Meanwhile, aunties were out here comfortable, moisturized, unbothered, and living longer than everybody else. Now suddenly TikTok discovered the house dress and wants to act brand new. Shit, I've been wearing fucking muumuus since I hit 22. And that was 20 years ago. For years, let's see here. What are people really saying is, I want to look cute without suffering, and I support that, especially for work from home folks who are tired of wearing hard pants like we're still auditioning for capitalism. The new wave is colorful, stylish, and easy. Throw it on, add earrings, maybe a cute slipper, and you're instantly, I have my life together, even if your kitchen's full of dishes. Mine is, I gotta go wash my dishes, but I still ain't going out the house in a muumuu. I still ain't. Honestly, it's not even a trend. It's correction. Wait a minute. Oh, I missed something. And the fashion takes range. Beach glam, subtly sexy, resort ready, bold prints, sheer layering, adjusting waist options, meaning the muumuu is no longer just a muumuu. It's a whole vibe. I always have a good house dress. That's what I'm saying. We call it a house dress. Old school call it a house dress. Whatever you want to call it, a muumuu is a muumuu, and it's comfortable as hell. Matter of fact, I'm wearing a muumuu right now. Or it will be a muumuu eventually. Anyways, it's not a trend, it's a correction. It's society returning its to the truth. Comfort and style can coexist. The muumuu is the anti-struggle uniform. So yes, muumuu parties are popping up, and yes, people are sipping cocktails and kaftans like they're in grown woman music videos, and I'm here for it. Let the aunties have their vindication. That could have been a Freudian slip, but yeah. If I had nails, I'd be clicking them. I love me a comfortable muumuu. Shit, I got some muumuus up here, but unfortunately, I move around too much, so the stitching keeps popping. I gotta sew it back up. Anyways, moving on, because we're about to go do the commercial. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is do what I do, and that is shout out. I'm gonna go ahead. Crap. Well, no. All right. I'm going to go ahead and shout out this company here. It's a black-owned CBD lip. So if you're interested in CBD and you're interested in your lips popping, check this out. That is again CBD Honey Lips. You can find her on Twitch, Instagram, and Threads. Black owned, somewhere in New York. I don't know where. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do my commercial, and then we're gonna talk about a lot of celebrities. Those motherfuckers are out tonight. So check this out, and I'll be right back.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right, we almost done. So let's check this out. Delroy, why is Delroy Lindo getting his first Oscar at 73? The answer is both simple and complex. Because if y'all don't recognize this man, I don't know where the hell you been. He been in so many damn movies, it's ridiculous. Now this is the Oscars being late like they always are, because Delroy Lindo getting his first Academy Award nomination at 73 is wild. He got nominated for playing Delta Slim in Ryan Coogler's Sinners, and from what's being said, the performance is undeniable. But the bigger story is, why did it take this long? This article lists the snubs like a damn memorial wall. Wait a minute. Why did it take so long? Because the Oscars have never been a level playing field for Black people. That's not an opinion. It's a pattern. This article is going to list the snubs like a damn memorial wall. Samuel L. Jackson, Angela Bassett, Lawrence Fishburne, Eddie Murphy. I can't say this dude's last name, but David Oyelowo. Plus Regina Hall, Idris Elba, Danielle Deadweiler, and the late Michael K. Williams. And that's just a sample. Hollywood has been allergic to fully honoring Black talent unless it fits acceptable narratives. Remember hashtag Oscars So White? It blew up in 2015 because all 20 acting nominations were white, and it forced the Academy to diversify its voting body, because before that, only 2% of Oscar voters were Black. 2%! So when Black excellence gets ignored, it's not because the performances weren't there, it's because the gatekeepers were. This article is also calling out about how Hollywood loves white savior stories, even when the Black characters are central, and that affects who gets award-worthy roles. And it makes a point that after a few Black wins, the Academy seems to go into a waiting period. Like, all right, y'all got enough now, back to business. Eddie Murphy said it years ago, and then the pattern keeps proving him right. So, yes, celebrate Delroy Lindo because he deserves it, but don't let the Academy act like they discovered him. We've been new. The only thing new is their willingness to finally acknowledge what was obvious. Black excellence didn't arrive late. The Oscars did, because dude been acting since been acting. I was a child, I think, when he started. But anyways, we gonna move on, god dang it. I'm gonna bring it down, and let's see here now. Hope I get it right, because you know me, I be screwing shit up. Here we go.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
From Karamo Brown to Garcelle Boves, why Black stars are walking away from toxic all-white work environments. Shit, that sounds very uncomfortable. All white? Ooh, very uncomfortable. Let's talk about a thing Black folks know too well, but everybody else acts like it's a conspiracy. The black sheep effect. You ever been the only Black person in a white space and suddenly your emotions are too much, your tone is aggressive, your confidence is intimidating, and your boundaries are unprofessional? Meanwhile, Becky can cry in a meeting and everybody forms a prayer circle around her tears like she's the chosen one. Man, I was getting off a 12-hour shift. I yawned. These motherfuckers wrote my ass up because I said I was sleepy. They wrote me up because they said I was sleeping. The fuck? Anyways, that's how it works. Microaggression, in-house bullying, isolation tactics, that's we'll invite everybody except you strategy. The we love your work, but we're restructuring lie. And the sneakiest one, quiet firing, where they don't technically fire you, they just starve your access, your support, and your opportunities until you either quit or break. And what kills me is how exhausting it is being the token. You gotta be God's strongest soldier just to have a chair at the table. And half the time the table don't even have snacks, just stress. Now the story uses TV examples because reality sets are basically workplaces with cameras and extra racism. You've got folks like Ebony K. Williams, Garcelle Boves, Rachel Lindsay, all describing the same playbook. racialized editing, isolation, angry black woman framing, and production acting confused like they don't know what they're doing. But the most important part here is Karamo Brown stepping back from major press appearances for Queer Eye because he needed to protect his mental health. His assistant literally said he couldn't show up because he had to protect his peace from people and a world trying to destroy it, and mentioned bullying. And the cast response? The classic, "we're a family" line. Listen, any job that calls itself a family, side eye immediately. Because workplaces love saying family when they mean we expect you to tolerate dysfunction without accountability. The deeper point, black people in white dominated spaces get labeled overreactive for responding to harm while the harm gets called drama. That's emotional gaslighting as a corporate policy. So Karamo's response, nothing, is actually a strategy. You do not owe your presence to a place that doesn't offer peace. If the environment requires you to shrink to survive, that's not opportunity, that's captivity with direct deposit. I know that's right. And if you got that clout to be able to say, fuck you, I ain't showing up, well, damn it, go ahead and don't show up. Because if I don't show up, I just don't get paid. Moving on, here comes something I did not expect, so this had to go into my lineup because it was like, where the hell did this come from? You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oops, sorry.
And then the smoke got me.
Pam Grier says she saw lynched bodies and the internet is fighting over whether to believe her. Where the hell did this come from? Okay, this is messy and sensitive, so we're going to handle it with care and truth. Pam Grier told a story about growing up around racism in Ohio, including her mother shielding her from seeing lynched bodies hanging from trees. People gasped, and then the internet did what it always does. Ran to Google like Google was outside with her on the sidewalk. Critics say it can't be true because records show the last recorded lynching in Ohio was 1911. Recorded, motherfucker. You know things happen in the decades before Grier was born in 1949. Oh, she's older than my mom. She looked good for her age. Megyn Kelly and the usual I don't believe black people crowd jumped on it, basically calling her a liar. Now, here's the real conversation. There's a difference between documented history and lived terror. Okay, you dumbasses? Ugh. Records don't always capture what communities experienced, especially when the system that would record it is in the same system that benefits from hiding it. But also, we got to be responsible. If a detail is historically disputed, that's worth acknowledging without turning it into a character assassination. Because the point of her story wasn't a trivia contest. The point was racism was present. Violence was real. And fear got passed down like inheritance. Man, I'm going to tell you right now. I was in fucking Indiana. Whole fucking blackout. I went outside. I had my bat with me, thank God. We walking down the street, me, my friend, who's an albino, mind you. She's black, but she's albino. And her boyfriend. He's yellow. I'm the darkest one. We walking down the street. All of a sudden, we hear, nigger. Next thing you know, we like, come say it to our face. I got my bat. We ready. But look what happened. Anyways. That wasn't recorded. How about that? Okay, but also, we gotta be responsible. Let's see here. Some supporters are saying lack of evidence isn't lack of evidence. And they're not wrong in the broader sense. Undocumented violence has always existed. Folks in the South have family stories that never showed up in official records either. So that's the takeaway for the audience. Don't let conservatives use this to pretend racism was mild in the Midwest. Don't let the internet dunking turn trauma into entertainment. If the specifics are contested, we can say that while still recognizing the larger truth, black families protected children from racial terror every day, whether it was lynching, threats, harassment, or community violence that never made it into a neat little database. Because truth is bigger than the record keeping of a country that spent centuries lying on purpose, okay? Don't act like this shit is new. Now we're going to talk about sinners again, but this time we're going to talk about it in a good way. So, check this out. I hope I get this right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ryan Coogler Michael B. Jordan and Sinners crew respond to historic 2026 Oscar nominations. Finally, we can smile about something. Now let's get to something that actually feels good. Ryan Coogler's Sinners pulled 16 nominations. 16, y'all. That's record-breaking, history-making, and honestly overdue. The film got love across the board, on camera and off camera. Coogler himself got nominated for Best Director and Best Original Screenplay, and the film is up for Best Picture. That's big. That's this story belongs at cinema history big. Coogler's reaction was basically, "This is wild. I'm grateful because people said yes to the movie, even though it's strange." And I love that because Black creativity doesn't always fit in little boxes Hollywood likes. Sometimes it's genre bending, spiritual, funny, haunting, political, intimate, and loud all at once. Michael B. Jordan got his first Oscar nomination too, playing twin roles, Smoke and Stack, and he described it as surreal, being part of a project that's gonna live forever. That's the point. These aren't just trophies. It's legacy. It's proof that Black stories aren't side quests. And don't skip the behind the scenes power. Ruth E. Carter and Hannah Beachler, two Black women, got nominations for costume and production design. And Raphael Sadiq got nominated for a song that honors Black history as well. Black history and blues. Hannah Beachler's statement was basically humbled, grateful, and aware of the ancestors in the work. Raphael Sadiq echoed the same. He wrote, "With family and generations from the South in the mind." So yes, celebrate this because Black art gets niched until it wins. Then everybody wants to act like they always supported it. Nah, we saw the resistance. We saw the gatekeeping. We saw the excuses. This isn't just a nomination. Black stories are not risks. They're standards, okay? That's a confirmation, motherfucker. And that is it for that story. I'm not done because we got one more. Let me see how many more we got. We got 4. Look, we got a lot of fucking celebrity shit. I'm gonna get through this as fast as I can because they just got mess. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna try and steamroll through these motherfuckers so we can get to health. But like I said, there was a lot of bullshit going on. So give me a second. Let me go ahead and try and make this thing bigger because you're gonna want to see this. Finally, somebody who's I guess on his level is calling him out. So look at this. Whew, they get on my damn nerves.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ricky Smiley isn't laughing. Comedian calls out fraternity brother over Stephen A. Smith's memes. This motherfucker here. Okay, this one is really about respect. It started with Stephen A. Smith mispronouncing Omega Sci-Fi on air. The internet did what the internet does. Memes, clowning, jokes. You not really Q energy. Cool. Whatever. But then the clowning spread and Ricky Smiley got dragged into it. And he posted an emotional video saying January is the hardest month for him because it's the anniversary of his son Brandon's death. Oh my Lord. And he said the worst part wasn't the joke. It was who was sharing it and when. Because a lot of the people pushing it were fellow Omega men. That hit different. He asked a real question. Is what y'all doing friendly? Because friendship is essential to the soul. And that's not just its sentiment. That's the whole point of these orgs. Brotherhoods, services, uplift. Ricky also made a bigger critique. Some folks treat fraternity life like status trophy, nostalgia, ego, step show glory from the 90s. And they'll go hard on the memes, but quiet on accountability. He asked, did y'all make memes about Qs who killed Tyree Nichols? Did you make memes about Caleb Wilson and the hazing deaths? Because if you can clown me, but you can't call out harm, your priorities are trash. He went deep. And that's not being sensitive. He was demanding real brotherhood, not performative brotherhood. Not we only ride when it's fun brotherhood. That the brotherhood that shows up when grief is heavy. So the lesson is simple. Laughing is fine, but timing matters. Compassion matters. If you're part of an organization built on principles, then act like it, especially when somebody's mourning. Lord, they called on the wrong one. But I'm sorry, your fraternity, brother, is a hot ass mess. I won't lie about that. Moving on. I told you I'm gonna run through these now. All right, so I don't know. Apparently, shit is going bad. So apparently, I already told y'all I've been side-eyeing Pharrell. Now he come again. Here he come again. Shit is coming to rest. Okay. Fraudulent conduct. Pharrell Williams sued by Neptune's partner Chad Hugo amid messy split. Look, I think the money is the money. Now let's get into this lawsuit because it's not just celebrity drama. It's about money, contracts, and credit and what happens when creative brotherhood meets capitalism. Chad Hugo, that's that dude right there, Pharrell's former production partner from the Neptunes, is suing Pharrell, saying Pharrell cut him out of their company and owes him up to $1 million from the 2017 Nerd album No One Ever Really Dies. The lawsuit alleges self-dealing, concealed info, and diverted revenue. Basically, you kept money that should have been shared. Hugo's lawyers say he hasn't gotten proper royalties from the sales, touring income, merch, and other deals, and they claim he hasn't received revenue since 2023 and nerd merchandising from an nerd merchandising partnership. The numbers being thrown around are serious. At least $325K to $575K alleged owed from the album, while potential damages pushing $750K to $1 million. And this isn't their first courtroom situation. In 2024, Hugo sued Pharrell over the control of the Neptunes name. That case is still going. Damn, what the hell happened? Now, I'm not a judge, and I'm not picking a winner without evidence beyond allegations. But I will say that creative partnership needs paperwork and transparency, because the industry is full of we family talk until the accounting shows up. The Neptunes were hit makers: Nelly, Snoop, Britney, SWV, Jay-Z, Usher, Khalees, the sound of an era. And it's always depressing when legacy partnerships end up in lawsuits. I thought there was 3. Where's the third one? And never had the resource because it makes you wonder how many black creators got shorted and never had resources to fight back. This is why the ownership matters. Contracts matter, royalties matter, and trust me, is not a financial plan. I can tell you right now, I could have sworn there was 3 of them, not just 2. Where's that other one? Why ain't he suing? I have questions. We're going to have an update real quick. Because apparently now this dude is asking for them to drop charges. I don't know what to tell you, but here we go, because stupid is stupid.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Sharon Moore is back. Sharon Moore proclaims innocence in court hearing, wants stalking and home invasion charges dropped. All right, dude. I think they got video footage, but whatever. Okay, so former Michigan head football coach Sharon Moore showed up to a hearing January 22nd, tied to charges from his arrest last December. We're talking felony home invasion and stalking. Serious stuff. Stemming from allegations that after he got fired December 10th, he showed up unannounced at a staffer's home and sent cryptic texts. Now, his defense attorney came in swinging. She basically said, this case is nonsense. The prosecution never should have started, and the staff member is trying to hit the university for a settlement because Michigan has deep pockets. Translation, this isn't justice, it's a money play. They're also attacking the arrest warrant, saying it was deeply flawed because police allegedly told the magistrate Moore had been stalking the staffer for months, and the defense says that's not accurate. And they're right about one thing in principle. If the judge who signs a warrant is given a distorted picture, that can become a big problem for the case. Defense also throws shade at the staffer's lawyer, claiming they fed police information to villainize Moore and set up a bigger payout from the university. It's a part of that strategy move that the narrative from criminal behavior to opportunistic lawsuit. Now here's the twist. The probable cause conference got pushed to March 19th because the defense wants phone records from the University of Michigan tied to a Title IX investigation. Prosecutors have until February 2nd to respond to that request, and there's another hearing on February 17th about Moore's arrest record. So what do we have? A public scandal, a criminal case, and potential Title 9 records in play, and two sides building totally different stories. One says danger and stalking, the other says false narrative for money. And for anybody watching, this is why I tell folks, don't let headlines convict people, but don't let money and prestige make you dismiss serious allegations either. The court's about to sort this out in slow motion, and the truth is about to come out through records, timelines, receipts, and vibes. So my whole thing, not vibes, my whole thing is get this shit reported now, motherfuckers, please. Because we ain't got time. And I don't know if this dude's a stalker or he's just a victim, but get it done. Moving on, this one is just pleasure right here. This is all pleasure. I don't give a damn what you say. Nicki Minaj's old immigration post resurfaces, contrasting her MAGA views. All right. An old 2018 post resurfaced where Nicki Minaj talked about immigration with real emotion, saying she came here undocumented at age 5 and couldn't imagine the terror of being separated from her parents at that age. That's not a hot take. That's a trauma memory. Fast forward to now. The folks are side-eyeing her case because her recent online behavior looks like the opposite. Specifically, she responded Katie with emojis to a post from Katie Miller supporting the SAVE Act, framed as national security with claims about 10 million immigrants and insinuations about them voting. And I'm going to keep this clean but direct. That kind of messaging is the same old political math where immigrants are treated like a threat instead of people. It's fear-mongering dressed up as democracy. Now, add gasoline. Nicki said in 2024 she still wasn't a U.S. citizen. So people are like, wait, you're not even a citizen, but you're co-signing rhetoric aimed at restricting immigrants. That's whiplash. And that's why fans are calling it out, because it's not about opinions. It's about consistency with your own story. If you once said you were terrified about kids being separated, why are you now boosting narratives that fuel the same kind of harm? I'm not in her house. I don't know her paperwork, but publicly, this is a terrible look. Because if your brand is power and survival, don't align yourself with people whose whole thing is turning survival into a crime. And here's the bigger lesson. Celebrities are not your moral compass. They are brands with Wi-Fi. Sometimes they're brilliant. Sometimes they are lost. Sometimes they are chasing approval from the very folks who throw them under the bus first. So yeah, she can do what she wants, but the public can also say that math ain't mathin', sis. And thankfully, that is it for fucking celebrities, because they get on my fucking nerves. Now, I'm about to do my commercial one more time. We're going to look at 2 health stories, and then we're going to look about these animals, because I have more proof these motherfuckers are plotting against us. I'm just letting you know they plotting. So give me a moment. I'll be right back, because I got proof.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay-tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Okay. Thyroid cancer rates are rising and Black patients are facing higher risks. So thyroid cancer is one of the fastest growing cancers in the U.S. Rates have more than tripled over the last few decades. For 2026, estimates are about 45,240 new cases and around 2,320 deaths. And here's the sick paradox. For Black Americans, Black people get thyroid cancer less often than other groups. Yet we show up with more advanced disease, get less optimal treatment, and are more likely to die from it. That's just a system being predictable. The notes point out Black patients have higher risk for anaplastic thyroid cancer, which is aggressive and has a brutal prognosis. And on the treatment side, there's a gap. When it comes to guideline recommended surgery, Hispanic patients were most likely to get it, and Black patients were least likely. And thyroid surgery isn't like getting your wisdom tooth pulled out. It's specialized. Outcomes depend on the right technique and surgeon experience. If you don't get the recommended operation, you're at a higher risk for complications, recurrence, and long-term mortality, period. And the most important part, the story says the real driver is social determinants of health, income, insurance, access to specialty care, neighborhood resources, delays in diagnosis, lack of referrals to high volume surgeons, transportation barriers, time off worker barriers, and yes, medical mistrust that didn't come from nowhere. So when people ask why do disparities exist, it's not because we're not taking care of ourselves. It's because access to early diagnosis and top quality specialty care is uneven. And that unevenness kills. If thyroid cancer rates keep rising, these inequities get more dangerous. So the takeaway isn't fear, it's awareness and advocacy. Ask questions, push for referrals. Don't let symptoms get dismissed. And if you can seek experienced specialists when surgery is on the table, do it. Because Black survival shouldn't depend on whether the system decides to take you seriously. All right, we're almost done. We got one more story, and then we're going to talk about these damn animals, because I seriously have proof. So here we go. Let's see here. Now,
we are at war.
Let me make that big for y'all so y'all can see that, because this is about your heart. Cardiovascular disease are down, but black people still face the worst outcomes. Why? What the hell? This is just getting ridiculous. Anyways, now here's the good news with a side of rage. Cardiovascular deaths have decreased every year since the pandemic, thanks to medical advances. Cool. But heart disease and stroke still cause more than 1 out of 4 of every deaths in the U.S. And that's over 1 death every 34 seconds. That's disgusting. And half of the U.S. adults have some form of cardiovascular disease, higher than pre-pandemic levels. Now let's get to the part that makes me want to flip a table. Black Americans have some of the worst cardiovascular outcomes globally. About 60% of Black adults have cardiovascular disease compared to 49% overall. More than half of adults under 50 hospitalized for heart failure were Black. High blood pressure, nearly 6 in 10 Black women and Black men diagnosed, compared to lower rates overall. Stroke prevalence is highest among Black women, followed closely by Black men. Stroke deaths are rising in young adults too, with increasing among 25 to 34. So if anyone tells you a stroke is an old person problem, tell them to stop lying. The drivers are familiar: hypertension, diabetes, obesity, and not enough people getting physical activity guidelines. Smoking is down, but e-cigarette use is high among students, which is basically big tobacco in a hoodie. The American Heart Association point is that 80% of heart disease and strokes can be preventable through lifestyle changes and managing chronic conditions. But let's keep it real. Prevention also needs access to healthy food, safe places to walk, quality health care, time to rest, and doctors who actually listen to Black patients. So yes, there's hope, but hope needs structure, because telling Black communities just exercise while the environment is stressful, under-resourced and medically dismissive is like telling someone to swim while you're holding their ankles. And I swear to God, if you hold my ankles, I'm gonna kick you in the fucking face. That's all I gotta say. All right, that's it for health. We're down to the last 2 stories, which are both strange as fuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my commercial. As always, if you like what I do, please hit the like button, subscribe, get my word out. If you have recommendations or you think I could do something better, comment in the comments. I might actually take what you say to heart. But either way, hit a button, please. And here we go.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and it's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Okay, so I have a new thing, and I'm gonna call it what it is. It's called "Animals Are Trying to Get Us." Okay, I'm telling you right now, I have proof. So let's check it out. Burglary alarm at New York bank triggered by intruding deer. See that? The deer are breaking into the banks. So now we got bank robbing deers. We need a palate cleanser, and Suffolk County delivered. Police responded to a burglary alarm at a bank in Ridge, New York, Webster Bank, and when they get there, the suspect is a deer. A whole buck crashed through a window and got trapped inside. I came from my coins. I'm telling you, that motherfucker is trying to get us. We sitting up here fighting each other. That motherfucker right there broke into a damn bank. I bet you it's happening everywhere. I bet you. Ooh, no. The deer tore up the office trying to find a way out, because imagine breaking into a bank and realizing there's no exit, and also you don't have opposable thumbs. Tragic. But I think he really came there for a reason. That was a test. He'll be back. Officers lassoed the buck and led it outside safely, returning it to the wild. And police joked on social media that the deer was looking for bucks. You joke about that shit, that motherfucker might come back and actually rob y'all. Then what? I'm telling you, these motherfuckers is coming for us, and y'all playing around. All right, I got some for y'all. And listen, this is a laugh, but because if you can't laugh at a deer committing accidental financial crimes, accidental my ass, I will lose my mind behind the rest of these stories. I'm telling you, that damn I wonder if the deer can be trained to rob banks. Girl, let me explain this. These animals are getting together. They are getting together, and they are starting to go against us. This motherfucker just broke into a whole goddamn a damn bank. Girl, they coming for us. These damn things are coming for us. That's all I can say. Ooh, girl, and I'm not joking. There's another one. Because I'm telling you, these animals here, they coming for us. While we fighting each other and fighting that orange turd, they getting organized. You see what I'm saying? They're getting organized, and they're going to come for us. And before you know it, everything is going to look like Zootopia. It's going to be for real. Because these fucking animals are getting together, and they're like aligning with each other. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying here? They're aligning with each other. Okay? Where's my strange news? Strange news is 7. Okay, watch this. Train service interrupted by escaped emu. Y'all thought I was joking. I told you, now the emus are fucking with the trains. The damn alligators are confusing folks, okay? I'm telling you, these animals are getting together. The cows are using tools. The emus are distracting the fuck out of us. And the deers are trying to break into the banks. Okay? We're in trouble. That's all I gotta say. We're in trouble. These fucking animals have decided they are going to fuck us up. And once again, this is nothing but a mouth and eyes. Why the fuck do you people have these as a pet? It has a mouth, a very big mouth that looks like it's dangerous. It ain't got no teeth, but that beak ends in a tip, okay? And eyes. That's all it is. Are those eyelashes? I doubt it. That's probably his hair, okay? I'm telling you, these motherfuckers, shit. This motherfucker is very intelligent. I'm thinking, there's a fucking community. I know it is. All right, listen. If the deer robbing a bank wasn't enough, England said, hold my tea. I told you this is global. On January 23rd, an East Yorkshire train service got stopped because an emu, yes, a full prehistoric looking bird, decided to post up on the train tracks like it paid rent there. A train driver on the route from Hull to Liverpool spotted the bird near the Oxmardike level, crossing the Gilberdike area. Who the hell is naming these bitches? I wonder if the emu can be trained to rob banks. Why are you trying to train animals? You keep wondering this stuff. Girl, they already know. They are not, they came up with this shit, man. The girl sitting up here talking about, they are going to get our asses. You think I'm playing. But anyways, Gilberdike area around 8 a.m. And let me tell you, if I'm driving a train and I see an emu standing on the tracks, I'm not asking questions. I'm stopping the whole system. I'm going home and I'm going back to bed. That's all there is to it. Network rail crews went out, found the bird, and safely removed it. Trains started running again at 10:14 a.m. with some services, changes, and delays. And yes, they issued a formal apology because apparently in Britain, even chaos comes with customer service. Turns out the emu had escaped from a nearby field. What the fuck is it doing in England? Isn't this an Australian bird? And the owners confirmed it was theirs, which means somewhere in Yorkshire, somebody had to make the phone call like, yeah, so your emu is on the railway. Now listen, I don't know what kind of pet economy is happening over there, but between handcuffed emus in Florida, rogue emus in England, this 2026 is giving National Geographic Unhinged edition, okay? But shout out to the workers who handled it safely. No harm to the animal, no injuries, no disaster, just people late for work. Just a story for the group chat and another reminder that nature does not care about your infrastructure schedules. Because if an emu says the train is late, period. I told y'all, I'm telling you right the hell now, them goddamn animals gonna kick our asses. They watching us fight. We busy fighting this orange turd alone. And maybe he had a situation where he made plans with the animal kingdom. I don't know. But I feel like the animal kingdom is gonna kick our asses eventually. And we will not be ready. I told you last week, there's a cow scratching her back with a back scratcher, okay? What can she do with that? She can align with her cow sisters and her stud friends, steer friends, and all of them get a bunch of sticks and just beat the shit out of us. I mean, we can pop them, but I'm very sure they will beat the shit out of us. I'm just saying. So, yeah, we need to like do something because those motherfuckers are gonna kick our asses. I'm just saying. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close up. Sorry, I was long-winded. A lot of stories, a lot of fucking lifing. So I will see y'all on Wednesday, and hopefully I will not be under the snow or frozen or looking like old boy from The Shining at the end. Okay. Anyways, Jack Nicholson. Love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Joker, I hope you find the gift that you're looking for, and I hope it doesn't break you. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Without y'all, I'd be nothing. Good night.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't home with my soul on the road. I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't home with my soul on the road.